Okay.
ASMR, like, it gives me, like, I hate it so bad. Cassandra will always call me and be like, I'm now going to open this bag of chips.
All right. So my character for this one shot, David Thoreau. Yes. And he's an old geologist who recently retired because he had a good pension deal. But his wife is getting sick of him being at home. So she's like, you get out of here and you go and do something. So he saw this trip and he signed up. He doesn't really want to be there, but he just signed on. And he's a pretty good geologist, but yeah, he's not super pleased being there. Kind of grumpy, kind of short, kind of squat, just old man. Has a beautiful mustache.
Alright, Nate, you ready?
Not even close.
Alright, we'll come back.
Okay, my character's name is Frederick Smirnov, and he's an explosives handler. He's worked in the mining industry for several years. Got approached about this job because for some reason they wanted an explosives handler and liked the pay, so he accepted. He's very careful and paranoid, which is why he's gone as long as he has without losing any fingers to explosives. So that's Frederick.
Dang it, I just turned my phone off. It's probably gone again.
Is it gone?
Nah.
Oh, thank goodness. All right, Nate, you ready?
Can he get me a charger? Like one of those things that charges your phone. Alright.
Fuck.
My name's Ben Dover. I'm 30. I'm 33. I'm 5'9". My disabling characteristic is a people pleaser.
Oh my gosh, he's doing it.
My disposition is I was a big...
All right, everybody, don't do this. Okay, my age is 54.
My disposition
I have 2 skill points in strength.
I guess I do that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said not to do it. You weren't listening, apparently.
Go on.
Anything else you'd like to tell us about your skill points?
Maybe
Maybe eventually you'll get to your character.
The reason I'm there is I was a big gambler, saw it on the GoFundMe, and I funded the trip, and decided to hitch along.
See, that was more what we were looking for. That was it. You nailed
Wait,
it.
real quick, Nate, are you bringing anything extra?
I have 2 ice picks,
You can bring that. It's not necessarily necessary, but...
rope with hook, food.
We're all just like putting all the grappling hooks in the rope.
I got food, water, dynamite, and the lighter.
Why has he got dynamite?
I'm going to say no to the dynamite,
Ooh.
because there'd be no reason for you to have it, and I don't think any of the experts would let you hold it.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who gets to hold
Can I have
dynamite.
a tranquilizer?
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, what do you mean by tranquilizer?
Like a pill or a gun?
a gun. Like a tiny pistol.
He's like, I'd take horse. He's like, this is how I get real good at gambling. Dude, that's a horse tranquilizer.
How are you even alive?
Who are you?
You can have that, but I'm going to put a limit of 4 darts.
Okay.
That's one way to get a poker face.
Alright.
Alright. Character's Rindy, 27-year-old reporter from New York City, trying to get higher up in the ranks and be the head reporter, but she second guesses everything, and so she's on this trip to get the best story in the world right now to become the head reporter. The end.
So we have a geologist, the rich man who funded the trip, the dynamite expert, who probably shouldn't blow up anything because it's a drilling expedition, and the reporter
Hey,
along for the ride.
Is this Jurassic Park?
Hello?
Are we going to Jurassic
I'm a
Park?
chaos theorist.
Okay, so does anybody have any questions before we begin?
What is the setting, Mr. Narrator?
Alright, so... that's we already talked about that. Alright, so basically the trip is expected to take 20 days. It's going to take... It's a 500-mile trip from an airfield called Alert in Canada to get from there to the North Pole. Is about 500 miles. So we have... You guys have 2 of those really big 6-wheeler trucks. Just kind of loaded down with all the gear that you need to get out there.
A big semi.
Yeah, big old boy. Between Laura and the mechanic, like the drivers are pretty good, so you don't really have to worry about that. Basically,
She's
they're just
driving.
going to,
I'm a
as far as you
driver.
guys understand, this whole thing is just to go get the core ice, or the ice cores. Whoops. And they
The mechanic's name is Laura. Laura.
no. The mechanic's name is Sylvia.
There's oil in that
Why'd you
ice.
say Lara?
No, because you're the other driver.
Oh,
Sorry, I need to say.
What's your character's name?
Rin.
Rin or Rin?
Rin.
Rin. D.
Rin.
And then,
I messed up. Oh my
what's
gosh.
your character's name, Garrett?
Frederick Smirnov. Yeah.
And then,
You already know.
Don't ask
I don't
me why
know.
have
Oh,
a
yeah,
Russian
Ben.
accent. I have no idea.
and then who's
only
the
thing I
rich
can say in Russian.
environmentalist dude? Who's the main
Hello.
scientist?
Hold on.
Oh, his name
What's
is
about that?
Doug. Doug Urenbro.
And what's his job title again?
So he just has multiple PhDs in climate, earth, and elemental sciences.
And is there anybody else?
Yeah, Joe Fredrickson. He's the lead for the equipment. He just kind of handles like the day-to-day, like repairs and like fixes and stuff like that.
Cool.
All right. So we first start the expedition as all of you guys enter, like arriving at the Alert airfield in Canada. You've been told that through the expedition, like you're gonna just go get the ice cores, and that this is just gonna be a simple procedure. Your guys' job is to basically help get the scientists to the location by the North Pole to drill, and then get them back without any like hitch. There may be extreme weather, there may be like some underlying things that happen, but like your guys' job is just to get the convoy there and back safely. The journey is expected to take 20 days. It should take about 5 days to get there, 5 days to get back. And then there's 10 days for drilling just in case anything happens or they want to drill more or try different spots.
Cool.
So as you guys arrive, you all get there and see that there's the 2 trucks sitting waiting to go, and you see
Do we,
Doug.
like,
What's that?
Do we get off like a plane, or are we just?
Yeah,
showing
you're all
up?
getting
Just
off planes.
skydive it.
No, it's like a real airfield. So you all get off the planes, and you're now. This is the first time you're all meeting each other. So at this point, Doug comes up and says, "Okay, like I'm super grateful that you guys all decided to come. We have like a really good scientist. We have really good experts in their fields, and thank you for funding it, Mr. Ben Dover." And then he says, "I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was fake the first time I read it." And he goes, "So yeah, we're gonna start the expedition. So just mount up. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and all that stuff." So, what's that?
David Thoreau walks over to Doug, and he's like, "Doug, he's heard so much about you," and he goes to for a handshake.
Shakes his hand. He says, "I've heard much about your work. I'm actually impressed that, or more grateful that you actually came out of retirement to come help us with this."
My wife, she just was getting really annoyed with me, so here I am.
Yeah, blame your wife.
I will. What's your
Well-
name?
I'm Rin.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we're glad to have you.
And what's your name? No, don't care.
He's ignoring you and playing on his Tetris. Good to meet you, Doug, and he walks away.
All right. So before the expedition starts, does anybody want to do anything as their characters before we get going?
Perception
That was
check.
it.
Do my drugs.
Nate wants a perception check.
I mean, you can. If you really want to.
You can check the dice cam on the Discord.
Let's see what these fools are hiding. 1, 2,
4.
3, 4. Sweet.
Look at you.
All right. You see, there's just this strip of tarmac, a couple airplanes. There's an airplane hangar, and just a lot of ice and snow.
Fun.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
there's
it.
not much to see at the old airfield.
My character, he's just gonna get on his Game Boy. It's an SP too,
Oh,
like the
fancy.
blue one that I have.
Yeah,
Yeah, the flip. So he's just playing Tetris and he goes and hops in the shotgun of one of the trucks. The one that she's not driving.
That is very sexist, sir.
Are you saying that to me as I'm sitting in the truck playing Tetris?
Yes.
Did you walk over? I don't understand.
No, I'm just saying to you.
Oh, okay.
No, it's ageist.
Yeah, I think I'm actually. It's not just young scientists. I think it's just young people.
Get off my lawn, kids.
How old are you?
33.
Ah, you're okay. How old are you?
27.
Yeah.
I'm 42.
See? Yep. I called it good. And and I'm also like moneyist. So like if they have more money, I respect them more. Like I view them as older. So I think that you're like a respectable guy because you have money.
Even though we got all
I'm your
gambling.
grandpa.
Shh. Okay, so yeah, I'm sitting in the truck playing on my Game Boy playing Tetris.
All right, sweet. So you guys, so the expedition starts, the trucks get going, everything's good. You go through the first day of driving, which is, you end up getting about 90 to 100 miles. It's kind of an all-day thing. You start at super early in the morning. It gets to the point where you hear on the radios that Doug gets on and he calls out and he says, "Hey everyone, like we're gonna round up the wagon, so to speak, and like set up camp for the night. Like we're gonna try to get 100 miles or so every day so that we can get there within the 5-day period." Alright, so you get out and you guys set up camp. At this point, you guys are all just sharing one big tent as to conserve heat because right now, even though it's summer in the North Pole, it still can get below like -40. So you guys are all just in a large tent, like one of those cabin tents that has a built-in furnace, and everyone's kind of just settling down for the night. Before you guys go to bed, is there anything you guys want to do?
Perception check.
Yeah, you can.
wait, we gotta roll the thing.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, I gotta check.
You
check
missed the dice.
Discord.
1, 2, 3.
Let's see.
Did one of the dice fall off to the side?
No, all of them went in. All 7.
So when it's perception, it says dice to roll 7.
Yep. That's how many dice you roll.
So I got 3.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, brother.
Done?
Yep, I'm done.
I think I also.
How many did you get, Nate? Have you rolled yet?
No.
I'm rolling right now. You can go first.
Nah,
that's
you,
fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn.
6. You got 6.
Wow.
Very perceptive.
7?
Wait, are we?
And then I'm just waiting to see who gets that. So you had 3, right?
had
3,
3.
7,
6.
6.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
It's better look next time.
That's respectable.
Alright, Nate, let's see how you do. Boom, shakalaka.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Guys, I'm so much better
Alright,
than you.
so you 3 notice that Doug. Let's make sure I don't get that.
boy.
You 3 notice that Doug and Joe and Sylvia have been like very like stoic and very like quiet, very like sober. Like they just like they haven't said a lot and they haven't been necessarily rude, but you can just tell that like there's been something like weighing on their minds. Doug, it seems a little bit more like he's like actually thinking and like infatuated with something, whereas the other two it seems like they're like a little bit more worried. But
Like
other
they're
than that,
hiding something.
not necessarily that they're hiding something, just that like you can tell that like something's weighing on them heavily.
How old is the? Let's see. So there's Joe. He's the one that I'm driving with, right?
Yeah, and he's 40.
What about Sylvia? How old is Sylvia?
Sylvia is 35.
So I just don't like you.
No, but so you noticed that the entire time that you were driving, Sylvia just kept like muttering things to herself, and she didn't want to talk to anybody, and she was just like you can notice that like every now and then she'll just kind of have like a bead of sweat coming down her face, and like she just looks like super nervous about something.
Okay, and I'm writing this in my report.
Yeah, that's fine.
Interesting.
Are you a cop?
So
No, I'm a
my
reporter.
character approaches Joe and says, "Hello, Joe. You seem a little bit nervous. What
Joe
is
just-
troubling you?"
He looks up and he says, "Nah, nothing's wrong with me. I just, I apologize for my demeanor. I was in the military for 25 years. For 15 years. this is just kind of how I am. I like to run a clean ship. Like, I don't mean to be rude. I apologize if I've offended you. I'm just trying to make sure that everything gets cleaned up good. And then he kind of like laughs awkwardly and then says, "Well, I'm gonna go make sure that the trucks are all parked and they don't like roll away in the night."
Well, it's okay. Don't worry. I am also very, very thorough and careful. That's why I still have all my fingers.
Says I'd hope so with
I
all
do
those explosives you got.
Yes.
So I walk over. So I imagine that like he walked off and we're like sitting eating dinner or something, right?
Yeah.
And I hear this exchange and I'm like, so why are you on this trip again?
I do not know. They offered to pay me for explosives, and they told me if I speak with fake Russian accent whole time, they give me bonus.
Interested, friend.
Indeed.
So are you actually from Russia?
No, I'm from Utah. I work in mines. Make things explode.
He just like nods. Cool. Good talking. And he flips out his Game Boy.
Alright, I'm gonna take Sylvia aside.
Okay.
Hey, so I saw while I was driving, something was up. You're
Wait.
sweating.
Question. Are they like, can I hear them?
No, they've kind of gone over. Because you said you were taking
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Can I do a perception check to hear them?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes!
Let me get one.
I'm gonna say it's a challenge level 3, so you gotta get 4 and 1.
So it just sounds level 4.
Yeah, sorry.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, I got just 3.
Got 3.
So you can hear that they're talking, but you know what I mean. But you can't like pick out specific like you hear like words every now and then, but you can't pick out specific like topics or
All
conversations.
right, I'll just keep playing Max P.
Are you doing okay? You seemed really worried when we were driving here, and I don't know what's going on really, but something seems up with you. What's going on?
She's
you
like,
can
no.
trust me.
She's like, no, I'm fine. She said, this is my first time being outside of the U.S. I'm from L.A. It's a lot warmer there. Like, I'm just nervous. Like I haven't like had to deal with a lot of like freezing or cold problems with vehicles. I'm more used to like overheating and that kind of stuff. So I'm just nervous that I won't be able to like handle what's coming with like the different temperatures and stuff.
But haven't you worked on different temperatures before? If this is why you're here.
I have only ever worked in LA. She's like, I did get like this is my first like expedition like this. I'm really good with mechanical stuff and I've been working at it my whole life, but I've never been like this far north or this cold in my entire life.
Well, I'm here if you need to talk about anything else, and I'm here if you need help.
She says, thanks, but I can take care of myself. I grew up in a rough neighborhood. I think I'm good.
Well,
So polite.
still. Thanks for
It's more just
letting
because
me.
she's like, sorry.
Oh no, you go.
I was it's just more because she's like nervous because like she's like literally Laura's or
Rin.
is like the only one younger than her on the entire thing, and everybody else is like at least 5 years older. So
How old
Yeah.
are you?
33.
yeah, I was like,
But he's got money.
He's got money.
I
got
do
money.
That's a different thing to be nervous about.
Mr. Zuckerberg
and they took
over
and she
here.
saw that they took a stick of dynamite from him, so that's just kind of weird.
Can I have a stick of dynamite? Why?
All right, before you guys go to bed, do you want to do anything else?
No.
All right, cool. So y'all go to sleep. You get a good night's rest. Like it's hard getting used to like hearing the wind like whip against the tent and like getting used to sleep that way. But overall, everyone wakes up well rested. Y'all ready to go. You all set up camp and get all like packed up and ready to go. Let's see. So everyone, I'm gonna have you do a check for what's it called?
Perception?
Yeah, there we go. Having a brain fart. Everyone's gonna do a perception check.
Try not to hit the phone, Nate. Attaboy.
1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4, 5, 6.
Mm.
Dang.
That's 5.
Nope, 6.
No, it's 6.
You have 8 perception?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Holy cow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot of perception.
Alright, so you got 6? Is that what you said? Jesus. Alright.
Stop
See
moving my
everything.
dice tray!
Other way.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so 6, 4.
I'm sorry.
Keep ruining my image.
I'm not even starting now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
3,
4.
4. Yeah.
Did you roll yet,
Impress
Jake?
me, my
No.
dice.
Okay.
You're missing one.
You're missing one. Where is it?
Oh, there you go.
Like, wait.
3.
Alright, so let me make sure I got the numbers right. So 3, 6, 4, and then 4. Okay. So, Jake, you notice that there's like, kind of like in the distance, there's like almost people looking like snow piles. Like to you, it just looks like it's just like, oh, that's like a weird looking like hill. You know what I'm saying? But like
Mhm.
it kind of looks like if it was a little bit more like foggy or nighttime, you might actually think it was a person.
Interesting.
You two notice that, let's see, you just see that like you think like those don't, like those two shapes don't match like what everything else looks like, right? Like it doesn't look like they've been there and like they fit into like the rest of it. Like it matches, like the color kind of matches, and like they are like people looking, and they just don't really fit in. But like that's all you can really see.
Okay.
And then Nate, you see. All right, you see that there's like large, like humanoid-looking figures in the distance, and they're just watching you. There's 4 of them. You can't really tell how tall they are, but they seem to be like bigger than an average human. But you can definitely tell that they are human. Like it's not like not human, but humanoid. Like they are something. There's something living. It's not just a hill. So you guys can go into game and say what you want to say at
So
this point.
I'm sitting in the shotgun seat of the truck.
Well, you guys
I've been-
haven't left yet, but if you want to be in the shotgun seat, that's
Well,
fine.
yeah, and
Okay.
I look up and I see like the weird mounds, and I'm like, not my problem.
Easy.
What do you think of
I go
that?
up to Doug and ask, "What are those?"
I think those are strange piles of snow.
Well, yeah,
They look
no
very
shit.
strange.
I have the
Very
window
strange
cracked so I
indeed.
can hear them. Because I like to listen in, but I
But
don't
not
want
be
to.
I'm too old
Hey,
for this.
Professor Game Boy, what do you think?
Professor
What do you
Game Boy.
think of those piles of snow?
Not my problem.
Nothing's your problem.
I feel like you're the dude from Lethal Weapon. I'm too old for this shit.
Yes, I always wanted to be in
Should we
Lethal
go
Weapon.
check it out? Should we not? Should we? Should we not?
Oh wait, you asked a question to Doug, right?
Yeah.
So what do you say to Doug?
I said, "What are those?"
He says, "Oh, well, it just looks like maybe some snow drifts. I'm not sure." But he kind of like, you can tell that he looks like a little unsure about it. But like he's just like, it's fine. Like don't worry about it.
Why are you lying to me?
Doug says, "I would never lie to you. Like you're funding the whole operation. Like I'm not gonna lie to you about this."
This is a deception check.
Come now, Mr.
Or-
Dover.
I guess it's.
And I think if it,
Is he deceiving him?
no,
You can check to see if he's deceiving you or not. With a perception check, I
I
would
can't
say.
say though that it's not a deception.
Might be a waste of time.
You can if you want to, but I'm just gonna tell
I
you
don't
that.
have anything in deception.
I open the door. Ah, hell! Let's just go look.
No need to worry if they be something. We put explosives on them, we blow them up.
All right, you go first.
But no, I do not want to go first.
I'll go first. No,
Yeah,
I don't want
yes,
to go
yes.
first. No, just kidding.
At this point, you guys have noticed that Joe and Sylvia are like in the cars, not looking at anybody, not talking, just like looking straight ahead, like they want to go.
I want to still check this out.
I just start walking.
I just hop in.
Dumb young whippersnappers, and I keep walking.
Doug yells out. He says, "If you guys want, like we can drive the cars over there, because it's like probably about 100 yards away."
I look at him and I instantly walk back to my truck. I like, ugh, and we'll just walk back.
All right, let's go.
All right. So as you're, let's see. So as you guys are driving towards, like you get in the cars and everything starts, like you get everything loaded up and like officially like tied down. You start driving and you see, so you all see like, so for you guys now, like you see the mound stand up as like, and like you understand that it's like a humanoid type figure. And they all just start like, kind of like sombering away, like kind of just like going back and forth and walking away from the cars.
Hey, Joe, go faster.
Joe's really tense, and he goes, "I shouldn't drive any faster than this. I don't want to break anything in the car. I don't want to break anything in the car.
Hey, Joe, get your panties out of a twist. Go faster.
I really don't want to be responsible for the car. I think we should turn around." And he gets on the radio and says, "Hey, Doug, it's looking a little too heavy on the terrain. We might break the trucks. I think we should turn around."
All right,
Am I driving?
You're driving one, but he's asking Doug because Doug's technically like, even though he's the financer, Doug's technically over the whole thing.
Oh.
I say I'm gonna pull my money if we don't go faster.
Say
It's too late. You've already.
Yeah, you've already
check.
funded it. I want to persuade Joe that I'm gonna be like, Joe, look, man, Joe, everything's okay. Just keep driving. It's gonna be fine. I want to do a persuasion check to do it.
Okay. How do persuasion checks work again?
You can give me a challenge level, or it can be against his perception.
Okay, I'm gonna make it a challenge level 4 then, because that's difficult but not right. Isn't that what that? Yeah, difficult task. Yeah.
Look at you using the chart. All right, I have 7 dice.
7?
7.
Okay, I'm gonna use one of my destiny points to give myself advantage.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6 count as a hit. Instead of
Oh, so 3. So instead of 4, 5, 6, it's also 3.
3, yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
The only problem with this is it still might fail.
Jake really wants this.
Well, I feel like this is where the story needs to go, and I feel like I need to push it this way. Okay, so here's my persuasion check. 3's count.
1.
Yes! I didn't even need that, but I used it. I got 5.
Joe kind of like sits, like he takes a drink and he kind of like steadies himself and he says, "All right, I think we can do it."
Hey, share a swig. I'm feeling a little edgy.
Hands it over, and upon drinking it, you find out that it's just straight alcohol. Like it's just 100. Like it's like as foolproof moonshine as you can get without like actually like damaging yourself.
Like, no wonder you're on edge.
So as you guys are going, at this point, because it took so long, the figures are kind of like way in the distance. And Doug gets on the comms and says, "I know that you guys want to figure out what those are, but like, we're not here to like go look at like animals or like figure out what polar bears are interested in us. Like, we need to go get these cores so we can get back. Like, we've only like the way that we've been funded, we only have 20 days, so we can't really waste a lot of time. Like, we need to get there, get the stuff done, get back."
I look for binoculars.
Yeah, there's binoculars.
I pick them up on what?
Yeah, you just see that like at this point they're kind of like in the distance, so you just see the back that looks like a really big like dude, like just kind of like sombering. So there's a dude, a lady, and then 2 like you can't tell what the other 2 are because they're a little bit far ahead, and they're like bigger and like they kind of like walk hunched over, but that's all you can tell because they're like turned away and they're walking away.
How tall are they?
Are there
From that distance, it's hard to like
call
just.
my character Yukon
Who's in my car?
That would have been so good.
Your car is. Your car is Doug and. What's your name again? I know it's Smirnoff,
Fred.
but I forgot. Fred.
Call me Fred.
So,
You may call me Fred.
so it's you, Fred, and Doug, and then their car is those 2, Sylvia and Joe.
Doug, I got a question.
And I'm sitting shotgun, even though we have the rich guy with us. I don't care.
Are other
Seniority
people after this
is the
stuff?
ruling theme, no?
No, not
That's
that
right.
I'm aware of, because it's just he just says, "We're just like trying to get those cores. Like you can technically anybody has access to them. Like if somebody else was coming, like we wouldn't tell them not to come. Like this is data that we're trying to get for everybody to see. So,
Well, that was exciting. I'm gonna take a nap.
all right. So you guys, wait. Does anybody have anything else to do before we continue on our story?
I need to run upstairs real quick.
Nope.
But you can continue because I'm taking a nap.
Okay, so you guys drive the rest of the day and you don't see anything really. You get, because of the stop and because of all the stuff, you only clocked in about 80, 85-ish miles today. And so you all stop and everyone's kind of just like been thinking about that all day. Joe's really tense, like everyone's really tense. So you all go to sleep. Before you go to sleep, is there anything you guys want to do?
Eat.
I will take another perception check.
No, that's fine. And you've already eaten, like everything, all of like the, like camp's been set up, you've eaten, like you're actually like going to bed.
Is there a hot tub?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Actually, do you want to have one of those like inflatable hot tubs?
Please.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that you have one because you're rich. So if you want, you all can be chilling in the hot tub right now.
Can I join?
I
wanna
got
join the hot
5 on my perception.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you notice on the horizon, you just see like it kind of just looks like almost like so. If this is the hill, it kind of just looks like kind of spires coming up from the hill. Other than that, though, it just looks like dark. You know what I mean? Like it's just like a dark landscape, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Guess we should probably get it to do. What you want, bunny?
I'm joining in the hot tub.
Because the next part kind of Jake needs to be here for the next part. I guess, do you want to tell them or like talk to them about anything, or are you good? I feel it's not like a big deal, but I mean something to do with it for Jake.
It's a filler.
I don't think. Well, I guess I am a paranoid type, so I probably do mention it to somebody. I'll talk to Mr. Dover.
Not me.
Mr. Dover is my friend. Pays me money for speaking in a Russian accent.
Thought we were friends.
Mr. Dover. Did you notice the spires?
No, son.
Oh, okay.
The what?
The spires.
Fire? Oh, is that what he saw?
Just on the landscape, you saw like the normal like landscape of like the tundra, but then you saw like 4 like in the distance.
Strange spires in the distance.
You say that over the radio because we're not in the same car.
Oh no, you missed it. We're at
Oh,
camp.
it's-
Everyone's eating.
You
These
slept
two were in
through
a
it
hot.
all.
These two were in an inflatable hot tub.
Oh, then I would have heard.
They're in an inflatable hot tub.
Yeah, you know, like those ones you can get off Amazon that you blow up and fill with water, and they have like a They're sitting in like a separate tent that has that.
I feel like I mock her. Just her. Because he has money.
It's something off of like mooching other people's money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what the offense is, but it's offensive.
Does anybody else want to do anything before you go
You're
to bed?
just sexist. It's fine.
I go to sleep now.
Alright. So you guys wake up the next morning, and when you go out, well, everyone wakes up to Joe just cussing up a storm. Like, you can just tell that he's, like, super worried, and, like, he's just kind of, like, freaking out.
What's going on?
You guys go out and you see, all of the tires on one of the vehicles have been, like, obviously slashed. Like, the wheels have basically, like, the outside tire has been, like, completely slashed all the way down the top, and, like, there's no way that those tires are gonna, like, technically work anymore for the expedition.
This is bad. We must turn around. We must
What
return
happened?
to the airbase.
So Joe's like, I don't know. I just came out here this morning and this beep, 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 beep was just sitting here, and I don't know who did this. If one of you did this because you don't want to go, I'm gonna lose it.
He's the one who didn't want to go. Nintendo man.
What do I say? I look at her with a look of annoyance, shake my head. Millennial swine. Pull out my Game Boy and flip it.
Says, so Joe looks over at Doug and says, I don't know what we're gonna do. Like, we can't continue the mission like this.
We could always leave somebody behind.
Doug's like, no, we're not gonna be leaving anybody behind. He said, luckily we have a few patches in both that should be able to suffice to help us like finish the mission. And Joe looks at him and says, are you kidding me? Like, the patch isn't gonna fix this. And he says, we're gonna have to make it work. We gotta finish it.
Look, I am no expert on tires, but I know those will not hold.
He's
My
like,
Russian
Doug's like,
assistant
well,
said that.
we'll just have to take the necessary gear and we're all gonna have to squeeze into one truck. He said, there's enough seats for all of us. It's gonna be a little bit tight, but there's enough seats for all of us.
No, this is bad idea. This is very bad.
I get out of my truck, walk over to
Bad
the other
idea.
truck to shotgun.
And I'm driving that one.
Damn it, I get in the back, far right corner. I get in the trailer.
You're sitting outside.
Hey, Joe, you drive.
And Joe's like, no, I think I'm okay for right
All right, I'm getting in the back.
now. Alright, do you guys want to do, so Doug
Can I
looks
do a
over.
perception check?
Yeah, you can do a perception check.
1, 2.
You're
Nothing.
cold.
I'm cold.
Yeah, you're cold.
Cold. I'm cold.
At this point, you're wondering why you even came. Like, in your mind, you're thinking, man, I'm cold. Like, this is dumb. Like, we're not even getting anywhere. Like, whatever.
I know I need to be here, but why am I here? I need to be here though. But no, do I need to be here?
I don't want to be here the whole time.
Then get out.
All right, so you guys
No.
all.
Too cold.
So you guys all like the expedition continues.
In the meanwhile, I am vocally protesting our decision to carry on.
And Doug just keeps like almost as if he's like almost not paying attention to like the actual situation, like almost like as if he's like somewhere else, like in his thoughts. He says, "No, it's fine, we'll get there, it's fine."
I'm telling you, I have not lost fingers because I have been careful.
And he says,
This is not careful. This is how one loses fingers and lives.
looks over and says, "No, it's fine. I looked into those spires you were talking about last night. There's nothing like anywhere that resembles that. Like, I think you're just kind of getting
What?
a little
Battery.
worried."
There is no backup. We are all in one truck. Very bad idea.
Yeah, I'm already too close
I
to
think that we need to go.
Are we still at the other truck, or are we
Because
gone?
if someone's coming here to destroy our stuff here, what if they're still here and trying to destroy us?
At this
that
point, you
wouldn't make
guys.
sense.
At this point, you
Wouldn't
guys
take
are
much to
driving.
destroy you.
How far away are we? Like a football
Fight.
field
From what?
from the other truck?
No, it's been a couple hours at this point.
Oh.
Like every time you guys bring up stuff, Doug just keeps like kind of pushing it aside, like as if he's like not even that he's like angry or like trying to not listen, but just as if he's like dismissive of like what you guys are saying.
I whack him in the face.
Whoa.
You can actually do that.
Yeah.
Do you say anything, or do you just walk him and smack him?
I smack him and say, "What's going on?"
Is it like a hard smack or is it just like a
It's like
Hard smack.
medium, hard, soft?
we'll do a medium soft.
Medium rare.
Medium
All right,
rare.
medium rare. because he's not paying attention and because like it wasn't seeing coming. I'm not gonna make you do like a attack or anything for it. But he gets hit and he kind of like for a second he kind of pays attention and he says, "What? What did I do?
I say, "What's going on?
We're going to get the ice cores."
Why are you so worried?"
I'm not worried.
I feel like you guys.
Is that a
have-
deception check?
No, he's not. He's not worried. He's just like you can tell his mind is just like he's thinking about other things.
What are you thinking about?
Says I'm just like excited to see like this mission could mean a lot for like the future of like climate change. It could give us like a view into like what's happening like now versus what's happening then, and like this could really help us like in the future to see how the like where the Earth is going.
Can I hear this conversation?
Yeah, you're all on the same track.
It will not help the world if we are dead. You are
I-
fools.
I close my Game Boy, turn it off, put it in my pocket. Then I look at you all, look at all the people in the car
Alright,
with an
this
annoyed
time you
glance.
guys all feel a bump, and you all need to do a perception check.
Go ahead and put my Game Boy away. I'll go first.
What'd you get?
3.
3. I'm very accurate today.
So Jake, you just hear a really loud like crack, like the you know that noise when ice cracks.
Yeah.
You just hear like a whole bunch of that. But that's all you hear. You don't really notice like where it's coming from. You can't tell where it's coming from, but just like a really loud crack.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. You're still just kind of thinking about how your feet are cold.
Wow.
She hears a big crack.
It doesn't feel a thump,
No, she felt the thump. Everybody felt the thump.
but she's sitting there like
Yeah, she's just kind of like she just thinks that's like part of the
2, 3. You got 3. 4. 4. You got 4.
4.
Oh, hey, one's
4.
not mine.
So you see cracks starting to run around the vehicle.
Oh no. Oh no. This is very bad.
8.
Wait, I'm driving. Can I just be like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'll say that Nate's like high perception is like saving you guys.
Holy smokes, man.
What does he see?
I see a donkey coming out of the
No, so
The baby Jesus! The Mother Mary comes out of the ice. Joseph in tow.
no, you see that the ice, like the cracks don't look random, but they look specifically like they're coming around the truck. And at this point, they've almost connected. Like it's come from the back of the truck, and you see that it's coming up to like get in front of the truck. It's about 20 feet away from like every side of the truck, if that makes sense.
I yell, "Pin it!"
What do you do?
Pin it.
Pin it.
Not like turn, but like hit the gas.
No, she definitely took it as turn, so she turned.
Alright, so you guys turn.
And press the gas and I go the other way. We jump over the
Pin
thing.
it! Got it!
Alright,
I don't do cars!
so you guys turn, and at this point you see that the ice has completed, like the cracks have connected. Well, Nate sees this, nobody else sees this. And at that moment it all falls through, and you guys fall about 30 feet into like a dark cavern.
Oh no, this is not good.
Should we roll to see how like messed up we are? Like, you should do a
Damage.
destiny roll to see like, do we land softly and I cuss out the girl, or some of us take damage?
Alright, that's a 13, so I'm gonna say...
Well, I
That's
didn't know what
pretty
it
good.
meant. I'm like, okay, go.
Pin it! Got it!
I'm gonna say
I
somebody
don't
is-
really drive, okay.
It's a hard landing, but everybody's wearing their seatbelts, so like in the back seat everyone kind of like hits into each other, and like there's gonna be bruising, and like you're gonna be sore the next day.
But is the Game Boy okay?
The Game Boy's fine.
Well, I put it away.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so because you put it away. But when you hit, you hear all of the wheels disconnect from the truck. Like the suspension just blows up, all the wheels fly off.
I locked
Why
the
didn't you tell me
doors.
sooner?
I locked the doors.
Okay, so now you're sitting in a dark cave, and you can see the ceiling above. You can see like the ground above you is about 20 feet high, and you guys are now locked in a car in the dark that can't drive.
Are the lights on? Can we
I
turn
can't-
the lights on?
The front lights are on, so you can see ahead of you. It looks like it kind of ends, but it's kind of like it's a good 50 meters ahead.
So I look out,
I thought
like
you said
look out the
turn
window
it.
to look up, and I
I
go,
didn't hear pin it.
ah, hell. And I turn on my Game Boy.
I'm gonna say that your Game Boy is giving you the low battery warning,
No!
just because of the cold weather.
I don't know. I think the Game Boy deserves its own destiny roll.
I agree.
Okay, I'll do that. You can roll. No, we'll do for you have batteries.
8.
I'm gonna say that you don't have batteries.
Oh, okay.
There's a charger that's
Good.
in the truck.
It was
If
in
you
that-
got,
it
if you
was
got
in
a
that
natural
truck that
20,
got
I
its
would have given you
tires.
there's a charger in the glove box. Okay, so what do you guys want to do? You're locked in a truck that can't.
You
and
have
you
your-
can see that there's like an end, but that's it.
Why
I
are,
say-
why are we locked in the truck?
Because he
He
locked
locked the
us
doors.
in.
You fool! Why did you lock the doors?
I
This
turn off
makes
my
no
Game Boy
sense.
and put it
We
away,
throw
save it for
Vladimir
later.
out.
My name is Fred,
We throw Fred out.
and you are a fool, Mr. Dover.
I
Hey.
say, you can
Dover.
go out if you want.
I open the door and I get out.
Dover, don't you have that rope with the...
So does he.
Oh, you have that?
Yeah, but I'm out of the truck now. I've gotten out.
But you have it.
You guys can sit,
I
like
follow,
looking at you all weird, like.
I follow the old man out of the truck.
I shut my doors and lock it and wait to see what happens to them.
I have a
He's like, this is Jurassic Park. There's gonna be dinosaurs.
Give me your thing.
No. I say no. I decline.
So,
I say wait.
can I like
Pin
see
it.
anything to the right or left of the light at all, or is it just like pitch
Not
black?
really. It's just really dark, and you can tell that like just kind of like you can tell that the cave goes on for about 50 meters, and it's pretty wide. Like you weren't expecting it to be as wide as it is.
Do we have flashlights or headlamps or work
I have
lamps?
flashlight.
Yeah, there's headlamps, flashlights.
Can we
all that
turn them
stuff.
on and look?
You can do that.
I turn on and.
No,
Perception
you're
check.
locked in the truck
Yeah,
waiting
you're
for
still
the
in the truck.
dinosaurs
I
coming to
got
get
out,
us.
and I grab my flashlight. Can I do a perception check?
Yeah.
Whatever you do, don't move.
Look, girly, you're not as half as bad as I think you are. But why did, when he said pin it, did you turn?
I thought he said turn it! I heard turn it!
She did roll a 2%.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Alright, you notice that it's like unnaturally like for how much space there's underneath, like the amount of ice, like the thickness shouldn't be able to hold anything. So like you notice that like, oh, this is like a lot of like empty space underneath like the ground level, like what's going on. And if you look both ways to your sides, it just kind of looks like it goes on for like a super long time. But if you look ahead, then it kind of like the walls, you can't really see where they come from, but out of the darkness they come and like make about like 10 meter by like 20 meter, like just the end. And it's like pretty like you notice it's like really flat for like something natural.
I'm
That's
gonna go
abnormal.
there.
That's been.
Well, she noticed that. Nobody else has done a perception check.
Oh,
I do a perception check.
No!
do you not tell us? You're not gonna say anything?
No, I'm gonna tell you.
Say it.
There's something down this way. Let's go.
What's down there?
1, 2,
It looks like
3,
there's
4,
something
5.
down there.
Yeah,
Okay.
same thing.
Same thing. Okay, sweet. I see it is flat. It is flat, the wall.
And it's like unnaturally like smooth and just like really like it shouldn't be that flat or smooth like
for being an.
Yeah, it shouldn't
Under
naturally
ice.
occur that way, right? Like it definitely looks manufactured.
I
We
hop,
need to go down there and see what.
No,
the
you're
hell
in
it
the
is.
truck.
I hop out of the truck.
No.
No.
We locked you in. I grabbed the keys and locked you in.
I stay in the truck and look around.
So
Can I
it's
do
guys-
anything?
I own you!
He wouldn't be here without me. Exactly.
I just want to see if I see.
One,
Hey, I
two,
got
three.
this. I got 5.
Yeah, same thing.
Let's go. Should we bring
Looks
him?
like a damn thing that H.P. Lovecraft would write.
Should we bring him?
Yes, I will go get the fool.
All right.
But this fool, he will pay me well for speaking in Russian accent.
Hey, Joe, you okay?
Yeah, a little banged up, but I think I'm good.
Can you walk
You're
with
surprising. Hold on your hand. You shaking? All right. You should drink more of that hyperpropable alcohol you got
us?
there.
Where's Sylvia and?
Sylvia's just sitting. Sylvia hasn't gotten out of the car, and she just looks like shell shocked. Like she's just kind of sitting there.
Sylvia, let's go.
Where's Doug?
Doug's walking towards the wall.
We're
Hey,
all
she-
walking there.
She is
except for
suffering from shock.
I walk over to
She's
her
there for
and I
shock.
like grab a blanket from in there and I like wrap it around her. I say, "You stay here, lass," and then I close the door.
me. My drugs are in the glove compartment.
Ooh,
She
I
doesn't
tie
need
a rope.
drugs.
I tie like a, I like handcuff her to something that won't move in the truck,
Wait, why?
so she doesn't go away.
So when the dinosaurs come,
Wait, hold on. Wait.
Do you not trust her?
That somebody's in shock, so you tie them up.
One of their hands or their feet.
hey,
Remind me never to go on a high adventure.
I mean,
again.
the thing is, she's in shock, so she's not going to stop you. Does anybody else want to do anything?
yeah, I definitely.
I stop. I am going to stop.
Well,
this.
because I just put the blanket around her, and
I'm
here
walking
comes.
with Doug.
Yeah, so you, Doug, and Joe have already started going towards the wall.
Dover, Mr. Dover, what the hell are you doing?
Making sure she
She's
doesn't
in
get away.
shock.
Fool!
I walk away, despiteful, looking down at myself, saying sorry.
Sorry.
How did some idiot like this get money?
I
Ah!
have no idea. I am only glad that he has money.
Doug comes out with a body bag, holding it. I'm just kidding.
Is this good for her?
Will this fit?
Alright, you guys get to the wall, and all you notice is it's like super, super smooth, and it doesn't feel like anything that any of you have ever encountered before.
I say this is man-made.
By what man?
Yeah. In
Not you.
Northern Canada.
Those 4 boulders.
This is definitely something out of H.P.
Can I do a
Lovecraft.
perception check?
Yeah, but I like.
Again.
Is it just the same thing?
Yeah, you kind of you had to get above 4 to be able to see like all the stuff. So
I say we should walk down.
Well, now that I'm closer.
you guys are at the wall. All of you are at the wall.
Okay,
I
so
say
let me
that
do
we
a
shall
perception.
knock on the wall.
Oh, I take my ice
Go
picks
right
and I
ahead.
whack it.
All of a
As
sudden you
a-
hear like like the shifting, and then the 2 doors go. Like you see a crack appear, and it just starts opening up.
What? The actual.
You can't say this is man-made.
As a group, I think we should all vote to tie up Mr. Dover and put him in the truck.
Well, he did it to Sylvia.
He will be a threat to Sylvia if we leave him here.
We can use him as bait.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you
Alright.
guys hear like jingling like bells,
Santa.
Santa. I know that's what I thought. Like Santa.
and you hear, "Why I never get visitors this far in the south?" Or in the north, sorry.
No way.
And all of a sudden you hear chink, like like shing a shing, shing a shing, and Santa
I pull out my
Claus
gun.
walks out of the darkness.
I pulled my gun. I'm like, who the f are you?
He goes,
Like,
"Oh no, please! There'll be no need for any weapons here. I just offer a meal, somewhere to stay, and I'll help you guys figure out what's going on."
I walk up to him and say, Santa, sir, you're more jolly in real life.
Well,
I'm
I
like-
pride
Can I show
myself on
him?
my jolliness.
I like look at my watch to
I
like
think
check
you
the date.
probably can.
What date is it? Is it summer?
Yeah, it's like May.
It's Christmas in July.
Ho, ho,
Santa
ho.
Claus looks over at
Rin.
and he waves his hands in the air, and all of a sudden the gun just turns into like a little like toy doll.
Give me back my freaking gun.
Says,
It's
"No,
my
no,
dad's."
we will not need that. I promise when you leave, I will return it back to normal. But as for now, we do not need weapons here."
Okay, I chuck the doll at his face.
He catches it and puts it in his pocket and says, "I will give this back when we're done."
I'm like looking at him, kind of like it's messing with my brain because Santa Claus doesn't exist. I bought my kids Santa gifts, right? So I'm sitting here like, either one, I was like a really good parent, or like my children were just terrible because I had to buy all the Santa gifts. So I like look at him skeptically, and I'm like, "So you're Santa?
Yes,
Santa's not real.
Are you real?"
I am real.
I like going like pat his chest.
He just kind of looks at you like,
I'm like, okay, if you're really Santa, give me a full battery of my Game Boy.
he goes, "All right." Reaches into his pocket, pulls out 2 batteries.
Oh! Okay. You could just be a man dressed as Santa with batteries.
I don't think you're
Turn a
Santa.
gun into a doll.
If you're
I
really
was
Santa,
yeah, it doesn't compute.
if you're really Santa, what did I want for when I was 10 years old for Christmas?
I'm gonna say he tells you. I don't know what that is, but he tells you whatever that is.
You're a stalker.
He says, "Some have called me that, but I'm not." It gets so hard to be Santa Claus in 2020.
2021, sir.
No, this is 2020.
Oh, right.
I say, what do you
It's
do
not
all
me.
these times, all year round, or something like that?
Wait, what?
I ask him what he does all year round.
I'm like the skeptic that's like, there's no way this is real. Meanwhile, oh yeah! Santa Claus!
He says,
Man, it's
"Oh,
been forever!
He says, "We're just getting ready for next Christmas. Always working, always busy."
In 7 months.
If you're really Santa Claus, isn't this a little south of the North Pole?
Well, I won't say that we're at the North Pole right now, but you have entered into one of my workshops.
Mr. Claus, how can you get us home?
He says, "I'll explain all. Please, come in, come in." And then you hear like another woman's voice say, "Dear, close the door. The draft's getting in."
I'm
He says-
writing all of this down.
He
but-
says, "Please, please come in. My Mrs. Claus doesn't like a cold draft in the house."
I ask him if I can have a selfie with him and his wife.
Ask him.
Can I have a selfie with you and your wife?
In due time. Now, can somebody please go fetch Sylvia from the car so that we can make sure she's okay as well?
Not him.
I will go. I will do this thing.
I'll go with him.
All right, so you guys, fast forward. You walk through the workshop. You see a whole bunch of like tiny people. They have like morphed faces. They have like the stereotypical like get up, like the green hats and like the striped stockings.
The elf.
But they're all very like their ears aren't like pointy. They're just kind of morphed, and like their faces are morphed, and they like nobody like looks up. Everyone like just kind of sits and is like really twitchy, and like they're just making stuff.
I go up to one of them and like get in their face and look at them.
They just act like you're not there. They've done it so much they don't even have to look at what they're doing.
So you're really Santa Claus.
Yes.
Show me your license.
I do not need a driver's license. I am Santa Claus.
Where's Rudolph?
Oh, they're in the stables. We'll get there. I promise.
Show me now.
Hey, it's on the other side of the facility. We'll
Where's
get there.
Chet the Rudolph?
You
Chet
are
the Rudolph.
Chet the
a
Rudolph?
very impatient girl. You are being.
Santa Claus
damn
3.
millennials, right,
There's
Santa?
Chet the Rudolph.
Oh, that's
This
right.
one.
Little baby.
This one shall get
Yeah.
coal in her stocking.
Yeah, lots of coal for this one.
So you
For
guys.
who?
We just ignore you and keep walking.
All right, so you guys walk through the facility. There's a lot more rooms of just like these really awkward-looking small people making stuff, and you get into like basically like a temporary, like just like a getaway house kind of thing. And he walks in, and Mrs. Claus is sitting there, and she says, "I heard that you were coming, so I've made you all some warm soup with homemade bread. Like, please eat, and then like as you're eating, like we'll explain what's going on."
Who are those small people out
I like go and
Well,
like
if he's Santa,
pat
they're
her
the
arm.
elves.
Sure.
to see if she's actually there.
She grabs her hand and says, "Well, hello. How are you doing? What's your name again?"
David.
He's like, "How are you doing, David?"
Fine.
"Good. Please eat, eat."
Okay.
And when you guys sit down, each soup is like your favorite soup.
Oh, I figured this was gonna happen.
So how did you meet Santa?
She's like, "Oh, that's a story for another time."
No, right now it's a great time.
No, we must explain what's going on.
Would you shut up?
Bite me.
So Santa Claus sits down in his favorite recliner and looks over at you guys and he says, "I'm sure you're all wondering why I'm here and why this is the way that things are going.
Look, dude, I'm just wondering if you're even real.
I can assure you I'm real. Please, ask a request and I will do it as long as it's, you know, under under good means.
Explain to me why I had to buy my children all their Santa Claus gifts.
Well, you see, as the world's population grows, it gets harder and harder for me to keep up. If wonderful parents as yourself are already supplying gifts, it helps me so I can help those in need who do not get gifts.
I hate your logic, but I understand. Screw you, but good job.
That sucks for me, but better for all of humanity.
How did you get around all in one night?
Well, that is due to my magic.
Well, give me some magic.
Unfortunately, it takes a little longer than an evening over soup to get the magic that I have.
Look,
Teach me your ways.
this is the only way I can know if you're Santa Claus. Is it like that Tim Allen movie?
No. Though I did enjoy the movie, it is nothing like that movie.
Thank goodness. Didn't make any sense.
Alright, so Santa then sits down and explains to the group that what you guys saw on the horizon are actually what is called frost giants. They're basically, it's just like a normal human, except for they're bigger. They're 700 to 900 pounds, 12 to 15 feet tall. They lumber around the North Pole, and they're getting more hostile towards humans because as as global warming happening, their home is getting smaller and smaller. He explains that's why the tires were cut, that's why all the stuff happened. And then he explains that the reason why the ice broke in that perfect circle is because he allowed it so that you guys were able to come to him and he could explain all this to you and protect you and help you finish what you're trying to do.
Are they looking for the same things we are?
No, they just live here.
Why won't they let us drill and go?
They do not like the effect that humans have had recently in the last couple hundred years on the climate and global warming and all the things that are happening as their home is shrinking.
Should we go make peace with them?
Unfortunately, I have tried many times. They do not want to see into our ways.
You're Santa Claus. Use your magic.
That is not how the magic works, I'm afraid.
Well, can't you get us the stuff?
Look, this is how we do
go?
it. For Christmas, I wish that global warming was reversed.
I am sorry. My magic does not work that way. I wish it was, or I would fix all the problems.
Fix it for me.
So he explains all of that. At this point, Sylvia's kind of back to her normal self. She's talking. She kind of feels like you can tell that she thinks that's all kind of like a weird dream from being you know what I mean, from being in shock. But she's reacting and talking, and she's kind of back into herself. So at this point, do you guys have any other questions for Santa Claus?
I'm
Wyatt,
Hmm?
You go first.
I was just trying to think of all the things that my kids and my grandkids want. And I want to ask for each individual gift to be showing up at my house for all the years I had to buy them. Look, for Christmas, little Timothy wants this, and little Dorothy, she wants this. That's what I'm doing. Being really annoying.
Santa Claus is just smiling and he's I will take that into consideration when I check my list twice.
Can you get me
This
a
one,
tab?
he proofreads his list. Very good proofreader.
What do you want, Dynamite Man?
Where
I
do
want
went?
explosives. What more would I not want?
I just want a cat.
Are you married?
No.
Maybe you should ask for a wife.
At this point, it's pretty late. You guys have seen that according to the time that you're running off of, it's about midnight. So Santa Claus says, all right, I promised to answer more questions in the morning, but you all need to rest so that you have your strength. There's rooms in the downstairs, and he kind of waves his hands, and all of a sudden you see a door pop up, and then it opens up, and there's a downstairs, and it's really nice and comfortable downstairs.
I set up a camera where I sleep and then go to sleep.
That's fine.
He sets up a camera.
All right, so
He ties each one of us to the bed, waiting for the rappers to come and get us.
Plot twist, he's
More
one
time
of
to
them.
run away.
so you guys wake up next morning. Everyone's rested. Nobody's lost any health at this point, really. You're bummed. You notice though that any kind of pain that you should have had, whiplash or anything you should have had from the crash, doesn't come. Any bruising that was starting to happen is gone, and you feel better than any of you have felt in a really long time.
I'll take it.
Santa, what's this miracle juice you put on us?
It's not miracle juice. It's just a good night's rest.
And
He's-
soup.
So then Santa Claus says, "All right, so for your journey, I have tried many times to go and talk to the frost giants, and I am honestly like no longer in good standings, and I do not wish to hurt them or like do anything to their land. So I will not be able to assist you further as me going with you." He said, "But I will give you some help. You're each going to get your own reindeer, and you are each going to be able to get one gift. This will depend on what I see that you need for your journey." So everyone now is going to roll one die 6. Or sorry, 1 die 6. Guys.
5.
I go up to.
All right, you get a hoodie that keeps your entire like super light, super breathable hoodie that regulates your body's temperature perfectly, no matter what temperature.
I
you're
could
in.
use one of those.
Yeah, I could use it in real life.
Can we ever switch our gifts?
6.
I get 6.
6, same thing.
There you go.
Sweet.
Kobe.
Ooh.
Try again. Try again.
3.
3.
I'll let you. You can either use that one or roll again. I don't care what you do.
Is 3 good?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Can I do a perception check? I'll keep it.
All right, you get a snow globe, and Santa informs you that you can see 10 seconds into the future with the snow globe.
That's
Interesting.
It's an idiom snow.
I got a 2. Yeah, it's an 80 snow.
You get a flashlight that appears to be a normal flashlight, but Santa informs you that it will melt any snow instantly.
wow. He's
Okay.
already an expert.
Before we leave, I want to pull Santa aside to like talk to him real quick.
Okay, so
My
you,
camera's recording this.
so as you guys are, so you're now in the stable. Santa Claus is giving you guys each a reindeer that fits your size and like also like your personality and like you can be compatible with and it can like work with you. But
We could name it.
they already have names.
Mine's Dancer.
What's mine then?
Ooh,
I don't know their names.
I'm just gonna say
Choose your own reindeer.
Yeah, you can just name it. It's fine.
Okay.
So I motion Santa over like as I'm like petting the reindeer or whatever.
Yeah.
Do they talk? Are they like talk sentient
No,
ones?
they're like
They're just reindeer.
yeah, they're like they appear to be like normal reindeer, like almost like caribou looking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they can fly. That's the only difference.
cool. I, like pull Santa aside. I'm like, look, the real reason I'm out here, like, yeah, my wife is, wants me out of the house, but it's mainly because I've been so unhappy, and I just want. You're Santa. You know what happiness is. How if you're really Santa, like, how can I find happiness?
He thinks for a minute and chuckles, and he says, "That is for every person to find for themselves. I apologize that I cannot offer a better answer, but for you individually, you need to find something that is fulfilling to your life to give you joy."
Mm.
And to be nicer than me.
What?
I pull him aside and ask him what's my fate.
I do not. My magic does not work that way.
Can I use a destiny point and bribe him?
You can, but that'd be a waste because his magic really doesn't work that way.
What
Alright.
is some advice to give me while we're doing this? I pulled you aside and asked you.
He thinks and he says, "I would say trust the experience of your companions."
Should I though?
Yes.
I ask
But
him if we
one's
should let
really
her
mean
drive.
to me.
Yes, he is a bit of a grumpy old man, but underneath that hard exterior, he's a very nice man who like means well. I would give him another chance.
And if he doesn't,
I cannot control what other people do.
can I throw the doll at him?
No.
You don't have any guns.
Can I have my doll back?
Of course, he gives you the doll.
Can I make it a gun again?
You will see as you get away from me that the effects of my magic will wear off.
So then can I throw the gun at him?
That means
No.
we'll be brutes, right? I ask him, does that mean our aches and pains will come back?
No. That is from your good medicine.
You've been listening to their conversation.
He's just like sitting.
Behind the
Hello?
reindeer butt.
All right, so you guys
My
all.
reindeer's name is Falala.
Oh, la, la.
Hey, Connor,
Falala.
I have a question. Before we walked out of the elven assembly room, could there be an elf making a Game Boy game that I could swipe?
Roll the die 20.
No! It's too outdated.
They're only making Switch games.
Yeah,
now.
they're making Nintendo Switch games. Boo. It'd be like
friend's
walk
tired
over and
about
like
Slash.
steal like Dr. Mario. This is the same thing as Tetris.
Except the game for real.
Oh.
I think it was one of my coworkers who did it. Nice people I work with.
Woo! What'd I touch?
You're calling the police.
Don't do it.
Really?
Let's see. Slide power off. Cancel. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to try.
Oh no.
No.
Not
Gotta
one.
come back.
Okay. There
There you
Jake's
go.
character's being
You're
mean.
calling the police.
Look, I'm playing my character exactly how he is.
Alright, David's mean to me.
we go.
David just doesn't like young people.
Okay, so you guys look around the reindeers, and you notice that, like, as soon as you get on, it just feels, even though you've never, like, most of you have never ridden horses or anything like that, it just feels natural. And, like, the reindeer kind of just take care of it for you. Like, you don't really have to think or do. All you have to do is hold on and just kind of, like, be.
I asked Santa
Come
for
on, follow
a
along.
handful of carrots.
He says, no, I've already fed them, I promise.
Can I have 2 just for in case I
He
get
gives you
hungry?
1 carrot.
I feed it to the reindeer.
You got any more?
I
Alright,
dropped it.
So you guys leave, the reindeer leave. Santa says, okay, like, see you later. And as you fly, when you go, the reindeer go outside of the hole that you fell down originally. The doors close behind you. And you notice that when you land in front of the hole. And when you look back, both trucks are fine and good. And they look almost brand new. There's no more hole in the ice, but the reindeer is still there. The doll is also a gun again.
I laugh and I'm like, haha, good job, Vixen.
Alright, so at this point you guys can either continue with the trucks and do the thing.
Now with the reindeer.
Can we take the reindeer and go do
No,
the
so if you take the reindeer, somebody has to drive the truck because the reindeer can't carry all of the equipment.
Can we ask if one of the reindeer will ride with the person that drives the truck?
Well, like the reindeer will just chill. Like it's not gonna ride on the truck, but it'll like stay close. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'll drive since I'm the driver. Wait, no, can
Pin it.
Maybe we should have Fred drive the other truck.
Fred can
too.
drive. Well, no, because there's 2 trucks again. So
Joe's
they're
the
mean to
driver.
me.
We have a more experienced driver drive the truck that we need. We take both too.
I love how like the ice is melting and I got a flashlight that melts ice. I like take out the flashlight and I like point at the snow, like make a little indentation and go.
What a convenient solution.
no, but like when you, how long do you click it on?
Oh, for like 2 seconds.
There's already like a good like foot deep hole from that.
Yeah, that's all I wanted. And I go.
Okay,
Fine, I'm riding right.
How many times
follow
can I
along.
use my snow globe?
as many times as you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
It
It
use
does.
say 10
Like
seconds.
out of game, you get it once per like confrontation. You know what I'm saying?
So if I talk to
The thing is gonna punch you in the face. I look in the globe to see what's about to happen.
So you can either you get once per day and once per confrontation. So like theoretically, you could have up to two a day if you have like a confrontation and just like normally.
Okay.
So we can't be like, what's happening in 10 seconds? And he
Yeah.
can't tell us
He can if he hasn't used it, and if he wants to use it.
what's going to happen in 10 seconds.
I don't want to use it.
Well, you're a hobo.
You're a hobo.
All right, so you guys all wait before you leave. Do you guys want to do anything else?
I pat my reindeer.
Okay.
I'm still in disbelief.
You got a freaking reindeer.
Doesn't have it. Nah,
Does it need to fly some more?
this isn't real.
You're not real.
We're dreaming.
All right, so you guys all you get in the trucks on the reindeer, and you notice that like the ride just seems like everything seems to kind of like go a lot smoother than like when you had originally started. You get there, you get to the place you're supposed to be. That's the other thing you notice. You were still 200 miles away when you fell in the hole, but when you come out of the hole, you're now like only like 80 miles away. So you get there, you get to the spot. Doug gets out and he says, "All right, like this is the spot. Like let's set up all the equipment and get going." So all the equipment gets set up, everything's done. The reindeer kind of just chilling, and at this point, like you've all had dinner and it's the end of the night. Do you guys want to do anything?
I rip out the
Perception
hot
check.
tub.
Pop out the hot tub.
I can put some snow into the hot tub and melt it with my flashlight.
Oh, and that's the other thing that I forgot to mention. Your flashlight only melts snow and ice. Like, it doesn't have any... It's just like a normal flashlight.
I shine it on her to test it.
I got,
So it's
what's
just
that,
like...
5? Yeah, I got 5. My perception.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
You don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You're not really used to the area, so you don't know what the landscape's supposed to look like.
There it is.
Where is it?
It's hiding right next to the...
If Garrett got 5, I don't know if a 7 would be much anything.
It's just, it's a new area. Everything looks normal. It's pretty dark. Like, there's not really anything going on, honestly.
I set up another camera and go to bed.
Alright. You also
I'm-
notice if, when you go to sleep, that anything you wrote about the experience with Santa is now gone. Anything that you videotaped is now just not existent. Like, any proof that Santa was real has all disappeared.
Do we still
Where's
have a reindeer?
half my paper?
What?
Do we still have a reindeer?
You do still
Did
have
you
everything.
delete my
And your
paper?
gifts. Your gifts are with you as well.
I don't look at anything you write, girl.
This is the reason I'm here. To get ahead in my field. Did you delete it?
You'll never get ahead in your field.
Yes!
I'd like just ignore you. While we're laying, like, about to go to sleep, did this happen? So this happened in the morning, right?
No, this
that-
is all way less stuff.
So, like, when you wake up the next, like, it would all be gone from her sheet in the next morning.
Yeah, correct.
All right. So before any of this happens, as we're laying, about to go to sleep outside, I imagine, right? Or we're in the big tent.
Yeah, so
I'm
you've
in-
got all your equipment.
I'm in
again.
the car.
Laying next to Frederick. Frederick, are you happy?
I do not know.
Ah.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
How do you know that you're happy?
Why you're really depressed.
If you feel happy, I suppose.
The greatest answer.
You're not very helpful, are you?
This is thing for philosophy students, not for explosives handler.
But you deal with death every day, or at least the potential of dying.
No, this is not true because I am very careful.
He just keeps us
Oh,
hands
come on.
safe.
There's always a chance that you shake the dynamite and then you go kaboom.
No, this thing I do not do.
He's like, I have made it foolproof. I will never die by explosives.
Do you not believe it? Is that why you're so happy? You're just clueless?
No, I fully accept the idea of death, only more likely in car crash than with explosives.
What about you, rich man? Are you happy?
I think happy comes from excitement.
This is obvious.
Alright.
This is a man who travels with video camera and handcuffs.
He, like, looks at you, sighs, and goes, Doug, are you happy?
Yes, I would say I'm happy.
How do you know?
Oh, I'm still in my Santa voice. I don't know. I would just say that I feel content with what I'm doing, and I feel good about what we're about to do.
I use my snow globe to look 10 seconds ahead, but I use it as my day one, so when I wake up I have another one, so I have 2.
You just see you laying in a tent.
How worthless is this device? I walk out and yell, Santa!
Show me more than 10 seconds!
What about you, girly? What makes you happy?
Makeup
here.
and beauty.
Let her talk.
This man, he knows nothing. He is fool.
Yeah, I
Like
noticed.
he's
Pretty sure he changed his name to that.
the only action he can get.
This is statistically probable.
Am I happy? Haven't been this happy since I was a little child.
Why are you happy?
Because I'm on an adventure trying to figure out things to get ahead in life, and I get to meet people like these guys.
So the people, including this idiot, make you happy?
Well, he's pretty much an idiot.
Go excite yourself somewhere else.
At this point, Sylvia pipes up
even-
and she says, "We know what makes me happy?
What?
Going to sleep. Shut up." And then she rolls over it.
Somebody's grumpy.
I think you just need to find your own happiness. in everything that you do. How did you feel on your wedding day? Did you
Horny.
Were you happy you were going to get some that night?
I have to think about it. Definitely horny, that's for sure.
These people, they are still talking.
Shut up. Go to bed.
Yes, that is what Sylvia said.
Shut up. Go to bed.
I grumble and I like whatever. Flip out my Game Boy to fall asleep to it.
I go into the truck and sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
Doesn't she have the
you-
magical jacket though?
Oh, she does. That's right. Okay, you're fine.
She's like, I
I
can
was-
sleep anywhere. She's like in the middle. Like,
I was about to make you roll to see what happened, but then yeah, you have the jacket.
I have the jacket.
You got the jacket.
The magic jacket.
All right, you guys wake up. Everything's good. You notice that all of your stuff's been erased, and you no longer have proof of Santa Claus.
David, did you delete my stuff?
why would I do that?
Because you probably didn't like my answer last night.
Your answer was crap.
Your
But I
face
wouldn't-
is crap.
That's true, but I wouldn't delete your paper.
I can't anymore with you. I try so nice to be civil with you, but do I? I do, but you still are mean to me,
Look, you're a millennial.
and you're an idiot.
That's okay. You don't even know about the hard times. Back in my day.
Again, I wasn't there in 1920s or however old you are.
Hey, I wasn't born yet. Look, girlie, I don't have any issue with you. Except for that you're young, you're naive, you don't know anything about the world. It's a good thing you're here. You learn a lot. And it's jerks like me that make better people out of you. I would not delete your stuff because I'm not a jerk.
All right, at that point, you hear Joe say, "Hey, everybody! Like, come out and help us set up this drill. Like, I'm ready to get out of here."
I walk over because I imagine this is like something I'm in charge of too. And I start helping doing the drill stuff.
So you guys get the drill set up, and it starts going. You start collecting the samples, and you're just at this point, you just kind of have to. You and Joe are like maintaining, making sure all the levels are good and all that stuff. But you guys are waiting, and I'm gonna have you guys do a perception check.
What are we trying to drill for?
The
For
ice
cores.
core.
What is that?
It's like it's kind of
It's
like
zero.
looking at a. What?
Zilch.
You got none.
He gets everything.
I'm busy at the drill
Did
rig.
you get Yahtzee?
I don't know. I've never played Yahtzee.
I'm trying to say that you're like really into
1,
Dr.
2,
Mario
3, 4,
right now.
5.
Well, I thought I was like working on the drill.
Oh yeah, you are. No, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. That's right.
I
So
have
you're-
5.
So
Okay.
it makes sense I wasn't paying attention to the outside world.
No, yeah, you're right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow.
4.
All right, let's go, Mr. Dover.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of it.
He got 7.
Wow. You got
He got
8.
8.
What is with this kid?
He is a
Alright.
high stakes gambler.
So Jake's just paying attention to the drill. How much did you get?
I got 4.
4.
All right, you all of a sudden kind of hear like heavy footsteps, and like you can't really see anything, but you kind of just feel like a very very like soft like thud, 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 and then you got 7, right? Or 5? 5. You kind of hear that it's coming from like you can hear it coming from like the front of in front of the camp, like it's coming from where like, so you came this way and it's coming from the other way.
Okay.
Nate, you see in the distance that all of a sudden all of the frost giants, there's 4 of them. There's 4 of them coming, and there's 2 polar bears following them.
Ooh. I use my 10-second thing to see what's gonna happen in 10 seconds.
You look forward 10 seconds, and you see that the giants are almost to the camp, and they definitely are intending to fight. The polar bears have already entered the camp, and they've started ripping apart the tent, kind of pushing over all the stuff. Like the polar bears just look very agitated and angry. They also look like, you can tell they look like they've been beaten, and they just look like they haven't been taken care of very well, and they just look like super just agitated.
I yell. Well, I don't yell. I tell everyone to run and hide.
All right, what do
Do
you guys
it.
do?
What? Why?
What's
Run
going
and
on?
hide.
What's going on?
There's polar bears and ice giants coming to eat us.
What?
I run.
Do I see it now?
I'm gonna say that you hear it and you guys now see it.
I hop on my reindeer. He flies me to the top.
Yeah,
of the
I'm gonna
mountain.
hop on follow law.
We are North Pole. There is no mountain at North Pole.
Yeah, no mountains around here.
I hop on the
Hopping and
glacier.
follow law and
Ice
she's taking me
mountain.
up to the sky.
Yeah, so you can just chill on the reindeer. Like,
Okay,
it doesn't
I'll
have
just
to.
chill on the reindeer.
And I get my gun loaded.
I pull out my tranquilizer.
So you guys are on.
I turn off the drill because I'm a good scientist.
Nerd.
And by the time that it takes a minute.
Right, right.
So I'm still probably at the drill turning it off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
We could just make a snow pit.
I run over to the drill by those guys, by Doug and by David.
Okay. I will say that Sylvia and Joe at this point have also jumped on reindeers and are just kind of like flying high. You know what I'm saying? So the polar bears enter the camp and they just kind of start like, you can tell they're just like super angry and they just kind of start like they rip apart the tent. They're like kind of like pushing at the like standing on like their back two legs and like pushing on the trucks and like just kind of like cause natural like just general like destruction to the camp.
I fly over there and say, "Hey, that's my hot tub."
The polar bears don't really care.
What if I go over... Okay, so I go over to the ice giants and be like, hey, what's going on? Why are you attacking us?
How close do you get?
Close
Football
enough
field.
to have them hear me.
They kind of just look at you and just kind of look grumpy and then just keep walking.
What are they heading towards? Are they heading towards the drilling course?
They are heading towards the drill.
Towards the drill?
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine at this point that I notice them and I go, so you know how the drill works, right? Where they like core it and they
Right,
take like
right.
20 feet out and they
And then
put
you
it-
do the next 20 feet. And then
Yeah.
right.
So how many like cores do we have?
So far, you've only got about 10.
Okay, that's it. Like how many are we originally trying to get?
Like 100.
Okay, I'm trying to decide at this point if I would try to protect the work that we done or just go screw it, we could do another hole.
Fate decide.
Oh.
All right, that didn't help. We're gonna try again. All right, 20. I don't care. 1. I'm like, don't touch my stuff. All right, definitely gonna be more along the lines of don't touch my stuff. This is gonna be bad. Can I have one of the NPCs if I die?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna need it.
Alright, so the giants come into camp and they kind of just look really agitated and they walk over and you can tell they're not really saying anything and they're just kind of like walking and they finally get to the middle and they say, "Human, we do not wish to harm you. Please leave so we can take apart this like awful like sin against humanity."
Why do you not want us to do this?
Hey, girly. Let the scientist talk. And I
I'm
walk
trying to
up.
save your life, sir.
I ignore her.
Excuse me, Mr. Giant.
The giant just kind of looks at you like really confused. Like,
I'm like,
What are you meaning this sin against?
he says, "Long ago our ancestors made a pact with your ancestors. You would not steal our ore and our important, like, what we need, our life force to survive. And here you are stealing it now.
You need ice?
Ice. Who told you this was ice? This is not ice."
Santa Claus.
You guys notice that Doug is nowhere to be seen.
Perspective jump?
this isn't ice. I like go over to my ice core, like lick it. I'm like, definitely ice.
But you lick it, and it's not ice.
Oh, okay. So I lick it. Do I need to make a perception check to see what it is?
I'm just gonna say right now that you are like, you can tell that it's like some kind of mineral, but like it's beyond like your
Knowledge.
Yeah, like you've never like encountered anything like it.
So I lick it, and I can't tell what it is. So to intensify the taste, I
that?
take out my salt lick
Where's Doug?
and I lick it.
This thing I do not know.
Where's Doug?
How if I know? All right, Mr. Giants, this isn't ice. I licked it, and then I tasted the salt.
Giant goes. He looks at you and says, "Do you not realize what you have done? Why are you licking it?"
Did I lick your balls or something? Tell me what it is.
The giant kind of pauses and says, "Balls?"
What did I just lick?
This man, do not listen to him. He does not know what he says.
The giants say, long ago they made the humans made a pact with us that they would not steal like our precious ore. This is our life force. This is how we survive from generation to generation. And then he says, "Enough talk," and he goes over and starts trying to like push the drill, like just.
Hey, get your hands on my drill!
All right, I think at this point we're probably into what's it called? Like a fighting.
Combat?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So it's the person with the highest reflex declares last and acts first.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you right now, the Giants have the worst. They have no reflex. They're super slow.
But I also like are they like a -1 or a 0?
They're like a negative.
Perfect. I have 0.
I have 1 reflex.
I have 0.
I have 0.
All right, so the 0's all I need to roll.
Okay, let's see. So I get to act first.
No, you act last. You act
Act
first,
first,
declare
declare
last.
Okay.
So you don't get to do anything. I roll a 3.
How many dice?
Just 1. Just to see who goes first.
I got a
You roll
1.
Lara's going first.
2. So you'll declare, then you'll declare, then I'll declare, then you declare, then you go first, then me, then you, then
Giants
you.
declare first because they're lowest, right?
Yeah, they declare first and then act last.
Okay.
So
All 4 Giants are literally just gonna try to like break the drill.
I say, hey. Oh, wait. It's your turn.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention the polar bears. At this point, are not in the fight, but they will be added probably in the next 2 rounds. And they've got a little bit higher reflex. Their reflex is...
So we can't shoot the polar bears right now?
You can if you want to, but it'll just make them enter the fight sooner.
Are we still on our reindeers?
Yeah.
Some of you
The
are.
people who said that they were on reindeers, yes.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, sorry. Put it here. So polar bears are a little bit better. Their what's the word? Reflex. Their reflex is 2. So.
a little bit
Wow.
better. That's significantly better.
Mm.
That's the equivalent of a gimp who can't walk straight up to the fastest man in the world difference in reflex.
Yep.
Cool.
They have the best reflex.
They have the best
We're
reflex.
screwed.
But they don't have strength or
We gonna
intelligence.
die.
So basically, we've got to try and exit combat before they get involved.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or we're hosed.
So they're gonna try and get the all 4 frost giants are trying to get the drill.
They're all none of them necessarily care about anybody else. They're just trying to break the drill. Except for one. Sorry, 3 of them are trying to break the drill. 1 of them is trying to pick up the cores that have already been taken out.
I'm gonna protect the cores because the drill can be replaced.
I'm gonna shoot the polar bears.
Okay. No.
No?
It does. This
They're
is her
dangerous.
declaration.
This is her declaration. Yeah.
They're-
So she's gonna shoot. She shoot both of them or just one?
I'm gonna say just 1.
Right in the head.
Oh.
Okay, that is going to be because you're on a reindeer and because you have a pistol and because they're far away.
It's got to be like an aim throw.
Did you
check.
see the
I have aim throw 1.
let's see
Ride
combat? There's a
pilot
chart.
two.
Did you see it? Do I?
Is it the victory?
Let's see combat actions and timing. I have. Wait, it's on the cheat sheet.
Oh, there you go. Found it.
Did you find it?
Yeah.
It gives you like what the challenge would be.
So what does it mean if it says? So is it plus 2d? Oh, so you add like if it's this, add this plus this. Plus
So
this.
like, let's say that if she's 5 to 10 meters away, so close range, and
Yeah.
she's moving at human speed,
Yeah.
it's a challenge level 4 to hit. And that's she wanted to kill it with a headshot, she'd have to beat the challenge level 4 by 5.
So
But
it's-
because she's
You
in
wanna
the
roll for me?
air on a reindeer, doesn't that add another challenge level?
It's up to you.
Because she's in the air.
But I like flew more close.
You're still in the air though on like a movie. You know what I mean? Like you're not necessarily like in control of like how the reindeer's moving. It's just kind of going where you want it to go. So I'm gonna say it's a challenge level 5.
And so
If you want to do a headshot and like you know what I'm saying, like a headshot with a pistol from a reindeer, challenge level 5.
So-
Okay, I actually just want to move closer to the polar bears.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, that's what I'm doing.
How close do you get?
6 feet
Okay, are you like 6 feet above? Are you 6 feet away?
social
away.
distancing.
Okay.
I'm like, have my gun ready.
I look 10 seconds ahead.
you already did that.
Yeah, but this is combat, so we get to another one. Alright, so you, in the 10 seconds, you see that the polar bear next to Rin is going to lash out and try to get her before she does anything. You also see that David and the giant are going to get an altercation because of the cores And you see that as of right now, for the next 10 seconds, like, you're fine.
I do a flyby.
Yeah, you already looked. That's your action.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's it? That's all I have to do?
Yeah.
That's one die.
I will now proceed to do everything
Well, you
a
can
Flash
also,
does.
like, if you want to, you can try to notify people, but, like, you are kind of far away at this point, so I don't know how that's
Can I
gonna
whistle?
work. Yeah, you can
Can
whistle.
I hum?
You can whistle, but, like... Yeah, so they're not going to know what that means.
Pin it!
I was going to say right now that, like, so that was your move, and you're kind of too far away to tell anybody anything, especially because, like, there's an altercation going on.
So I can't do anything.
Yeah, so next turn you can...
I'm gonna use the flashlight to melt the snow underneath the guy trying to get my cores.
Ah, that's not a bad idea.
And I'm gonna, like,
Sounds dumb.
10 seconds worth melt the snow.
I am going to run over to David to try and grab him and save his butt.
I'm a brave president! As I get dragged away.
Brave president.
Yes, so I'm going to run over and try to drag, basically physically push David away from this fight.
Would that be like an athletics check, grapple check, acrobatics?
I'm going to say grapple.
Oh boy.
Because you're trying to get him away from getting the cores. Like David doesn't want to leave the cores, and you're trying to get him away from the cores.
Yes.
So I'm gonna say grapple.
Alright, well, I suck at this.
Is
Because
this
I
a
have-
challenge level? Or is it against like a resistance from me?
You
Yeah.
can do a resistance.
What's
Probably athletics or grapple.
Grapple.
Perfect.
You have 1?
I have 2.
I have 3.
Full perfect.
Yeah.
We've been transported to a game of Risk.
Yeah. Oh no, they line up wrong.
1.
Oh.
Oh snap.
All right, let's see what I want to see what the chances are. Doesn't it say that somewhere?
Yeah, on the list. Well, it says for probability for challenge levels.
I have 2 dice. I have a 75% chance of beating you because defender always wins. Unless the game master decides otherwise.
1, 2.
Yes!
Dang it! So I'm sitting there like,
Alright, so you're fully, but he kind of just keeps like, because I'm not gonna say that you're necessarily like a super like robust old man from his grasp, and like he's having a
I'm
hard
wiggly.
time like getting you because you're like so worried about the cores.
All right. So, does this flashlight give me any additional bonus to anything, or
No, it just does that one. thing.
so is this an aim throw check for me? Like an aim check for aiming my flashlight?
I'm gonna say it's going to be. So in game you don't know this, but out of game the frost giants can create snow. So I'm gonna do a check. Your melting versus his redoing. You
Cool.
know what I'm saying?
So what's my remelting? What dice should I roll? I don't have like a proficiency in this.
Right.
So I have the base 3 dice.
I'll say base 3, and then I'll say that you get another 2 for the flashlight.
And then will he roll one on the giant's turn?
Mm.
Okay. Here we go. I got 2.
2.
All right. Could be worse.
Did the giant's turn? Whose turn is it?
Giant.
Giants roll
Now
out.
it's Lara's turn.
Oh, I forgot what I was doing. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot an aim. Aim and shoot.
Okay. Oh wait, no. Didn't you say that you were just moving closer?
Yeah,
right?
this is just for the moving closer thing.
So you
so
move
you don't-
closer, which gives because just for
I thought she wanted to aim closer then shoot. Aim close. Get closer then shoot.
Do a destiny roll.
no, yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Okay. So you move closer and shoot because you're within 6 feet. Okay. Here we go.
This stream looks so good.
How's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've got to step away for a second so I can appreciate the stream.
Yeah, please, please. Like this one, the last time we did a stream with the
Everyone?
man who should not be named,
That
it was
bitch.
crappy. But this one's been really good.
Yeah.
I mean, besides my unfinished basement.
I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna say that just because the polar bear's not technically in combat yet, I'm gonna say that this is challenge. This is a challenge level. I'm gonna say this is a specialized task, so you gotta beat 3.
Beat 3.
So 4 or more.
So basically, with the
So 2 plus.
Or is that different? Is it a different?
well, it comes down to the victory level. So if it's a challenge level 3 to hit, like 3 doesn't do anything. A 4 gives a level 1 victory. 5, 2.
Okay, yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So like if she gets a level, if she
So she gets a 4, and then it's like an arm gets hurt or like a ear
yeah,
gets knocked
well,
out.
and you can see the victory level on your
Oh yeah, right there. Okay.
yeah. That tells
So
you.
how
So
many dice do I have? So this base of 2, or is it base of 3?
So let's see.
for your
it's-
gun,
It's an attack roll. So if you scroll over to the side, it actually tells you how many attack dice you get.
my spreadsheet's amazing.
5.
Just gotta say it.
You get to roll 5.
Plus, like, the aim.
So the aim throw is
No.
a separate, as like an assist.
So that's that would be an
So I
assist.
can add that.
But you
Yeah,
might lose too,
But you can either get better or you can get worse.
from doing
So
that.
how the assist works, it's a separate roll that you do first, and it's your aim throw check. So it'd be your base 3, then whatever you have in aim throw, and then whatever you have in strength.
So do I do the base of 2 plus the 5?
No, it's just the 5.
And so it's a challenge level 3 at minimum, unless Gunnar wants to raise it.
No.
4 or 5 give you +1 or +2. Below,
1, 2, 3, 4.
so you get +1 to your
Ayo.
next roll.
Okay. So now you roll for your actual attack.
And it's a gun,
Yeah.
so you should have a weapon modifier. What kind of gun is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't have it.
It's a handgun.
It's a handgun.
Okay, let's see.
I think
Hand,
it's +2, right?
yeah, +2 die.
So add 2.
Yep,
Because handguns are dangerous.
yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So that's a level 2 victory, I think, right, Gunnar?
Yep. So that's medium injury. So -2 permanently to all physical base dice checks.
Or you can disarm, or you can enter close combat, or stagger them, or give them a minor injury.
Disarm the polar
Probably
bears.
medium injury seems the best.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give a medium injury. So you shoot and it hits the head and it kind of grazes the skull. So the polar bear is like super angry, but like it also kind of looks like so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Discombobulated.
Yeah.
Can I move back after that?
So now we're gonna roll to see how the giant. What did you get on your roll? Do you remember?
I got a 3.
I think it was a 3.
No, I got a 2.
Was it a 2?
It was a 2.
It was a 2.
Look how many dice.
I
1,
got
2.
2.
Oh.
Oh,
So when we re-roll, right?
Turns out they're
so
both
that
left-handed.
he like what?
Is that a re-roll? Or?
No. So you decide what happens. You're the narrator.
No. I just don't know how. So what would normally happen? Is it just like a tie? Like
Defender
You're
usually
melting-
wins, right?
Defender wins. Who's the defender would be the giant.
yeah. So
But in this instance, where like it's not really like their sword clashing,
Yeah.
what I imagine would happen, just me thinking, is I'm trying to melt the snow, and the snow just instantly gets put back.
Yeah. So yeah. So there's no.
Nothing really happens.
Yeah. All right.
I don't. Is that it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think we got everybody.
the other giants don't need to roll because they're not in combat.
Right.
They're just
They're ruining the drill. Does the drill like have health or something, or do the like destiny dice?
I'm just gonna say outside of the game, I'm gonna say you guys have 4 turns to get them before the drill gets wrecked.
Okay.
Okay. It's a Irish turn now, right?
Is it?
the giants declare first.
Oh, yeah. Giant stuff.
So the giant who is going with Jake, like with the snow and the thing, he sees your flashlight and just gets like super angry and says, "Where? Who gave that to you?" And then he's gonna drop the cores and just go over and try to knock the drill down as well.
Who gave that to you? And the other ones are trying to get the
Yeah,
drill.
everybody else is still pushing the drill.
We should just melt them.
How you declare?
Declare.
I declare.
I do declare.
So I said I went back after I shot. So I'm going to try to shoot again.
Okay.
So like move up again and then shoot.
I pull out my hook with my rope, go over to the drill, hook it on, and pull it up with my reindeer.
He could do that.
Yeah.
It could be like super hard to do,
Yeah,
but
so
I
that'd
love
be like
it.
that'd be a strength test, but yeah.
The
okay.
drill's handheld.
Yeah, we're gonna drill 100 feet. Would you guys stop it? My DeWatt is struggling.
Somebody needs to give me a new bed. The teeth have been shredded.
My turn. I'm going to do a persuasion check. I'm going to.
Distract him.
aim the flashlight down at the ground, and I'm going to yell as loud as I can, "Stop, or I'll melt the snow."
I'm dangerous.
Is that everybody, right?
No.
Okay, no, yeah,
dice
sorry.
skill.
You were grabbing me last I knew.
Yeah, so I'm going to go for a persuasion check against David.
Again?
Yes.
Who's this guy?
Well, this is.
So unhelpful. He's got dynamite. And
I tried to drag him
Well,
last time. that
persuasion
didn't
only
work.
works against NPCs.
Oh,
Why don't
really?
you just
Yeah.
like,
Dang.
So,
throw dynamite?
My phone is at 5%, just so y'all know.
okay.
Alright,
There's a
anyway.
I mean, if it ends, it ends.
No.
Get a
I need to
charger.
win.
Go ask Korean for a charger.
Oh, yeah. But I don't have any cord close enough to charge his phone.
That's not
Computer.
Gonna, my laptop's not going to charge
Connect
it
it
because
to
it won't
your
let me use
computer
it.
and then connect it to his.
We can just, I think, I'm like, there's not a lot left. If it turns off, it turns off. We stop
Yeah.
everybody else.
I mean, we've had a really good stream so far. We just know for next
Are
time.
people watching it?
I need to win.
No, we have 0 views because usually Nate's the only one who watches.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have 9 subscribers, so
Is it on YouTube?
yeah, it's on YouTube right now.
Why
How
not
much
do it on
money are you
Facebook?
making from it?
Because I don't have Facebook. I don't go on Facebook at all.
Plus, the people on Facebook, I don't think people watch. Just old people. What are they doing?
What are they doing? Like,
Okay, so I'm gonna have everybody rock paper scissors.
okay, we all
What
did
in the
scissors.
word?
Again?
Yeah.
Wait. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
Here's where you three go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah. I win.
All right, Nate, roll the 20.
Oh wait, I never declared what I was doing though.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry.
You wanted to
Before
persuade
roll
me,
it-
but then I was like, you can't
Yeah, I
persuade a
can't persuade
non-NPC.
I'm just going to run away and try and exit combat. Can I do that?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
He hops on a helicopter. and
Because
flies
right now,
away.
like nobody's trying to attack you. Like the giants aren't trying to attack anybody, and the polar bears haven't entered yet. So.
Wait, why don't you make like a big entrance and like,
I'm just
lay
gonna-
out some bombs and walk away and come back? They explode.
Probably with the polar
Roll the
bears.
20.
That would be cool, but I don't think I'm feeling.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is it? A
16. It's frozen.
I see that.
Oh no, stream's ruined.
It's loading.
For everyone that couldn't see that, that was a 16.
Oh boy.
One of you.
Nate's
who's
very
watching
proud
this.
of his role. He's very proud
Eh.
of his rock, paper, scissors skills as well.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll just go verbal from now on.
So, you guys all of a sudden hear Doug, and he says, like, well, you see Doug, but you hear Santa Claus. And you hear him saying, "I'm coming to help, don't worry." And then, like, as you hear his voice, like, slowly changing as he's getting closer.
Is Duck Santa Claus?
He's in a sleigh pulled by, how many reindeers? Is it 8 reindeer? And he comes in, and you see him coming in, and he starts throwing, you don't see what he's throwing, but he's throwing something off of the sled. And as it gets closer, he's kind of doing like a flyover carpet bomb, and you just see like divots coming in the ground towards everybody.
He's a
Is
bad
Duck
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus?
Yes.
Oh my head.
Magical.
How did we not realize this?
Alright, so,
Yeah,
you
how did
guys,
you not realize that?
you guys can now reassess what you're going to do, because everything has changed now.
Okay, I'm still gonna persuade them. That's my whole thing.
I'm just gonna
Okay,
drop
but
the
just
rope
if you
and fall
don't
away.
move, you're going to get hit by the whatever he's carpet bombing.
Wait, so what's my 16 for then? Because that was pretty dangerous.
I'm still gonna melt the snow.
Okay.
And like try, like I'm gonna yell something as I melt the snow underneath me, just to see if I survive.
I guess it's not my turn to declare yet.
I'm gonna move back instead of going up and shooting.
Okay.
I'm gonna yield and just sit on my reindeer and see. Oh, I'm gonna look at 10 seconds ahead.
You've already done twice, so you're done for the day.
Wait, I did once, right?
You get one in combat, and you get one for the day, and you've already done both of those.
Yep. Fool.
I just sit there and yield, like on my reindeer and watch
I'm going to continue running away
with those bombs exploding behind
because
me.
hopefully I run fast enough to get away from the bombs.
Big entrance.
I had to see if it was frozen or not.
It's working.
Alright.
Okay.
So-
I don't even need to do persuade. I'm just gonna like melt the snow underneath me and just trying to get down as far as I can.
Alright.
Just-
How would you do this?
I'm not gonna roll. I'm just. Well, I don't know. Maybe
Sending it.
this.
Yeah, let's have you roll that.
Okay.
I'm gonna say if you get 12 or higher, then like you're gonna be a-okay. If you get under 12, so 11 or lower, then there's not a good chance of survival.
Dang. You're dead.
Before I roll, my guy is gonna give a speech. Hey, giants! I've been thinking a lot about happiness lately, and how I'm not happy. But today I tell you, I figured it out. Happiness is in the end. And I roll a 9.
Alright, so as David finishes his speech, he just gets overwhelmed by the rush of bombs coming.
David, no!
That one he was a fool.
Why, David? I was finally going to give you another chance.
And then I'm gonna have you roll as well, but I'm gonna do if you
D20?
get maybe 20 yeah.
4 scores.
But for you, if you get 14, or sorry, other way. If you get 10 or higher, then you're all good. But if you get 9 or lower, then you also get overwhelmed by the bombs.
Do you want a speech?
10.
10.
Oh,
He's a fool.
So, the bombs blow up, and you kind of feel your back starting to get
Warm.
just the beginning stages of getting burnt. But you kind of just Hollywood it into the ground.
But you have the
and the snow sizzles out.
I
Yeah,
am
but
still
that
having
doesn't-
all of my fingers.
The jackets don't stop damage from happening. They just regulate your body's temperature. That's all.
Oh.
Meaning climate control, not necessarily from flame.
Oh.
All right, so you move out of the way. You move out of the way. All right, so the dust
one's
settles, and the polar bears are both. So the polar bears are dead. The giants are looking pretty bad. One of them's missing an arm. They're all kind of bloody and just not really aware. Where David was standing is a pit and just some skeleton legs sticking out of boots. And
Wait, never mind. I'll wait.
but yeah.
David's a computer.
And then Frank, right? Fred.
Fred.
Fred is just kind of sitting in the snow, literally saying, "I still have all my fingers."
I still have all my fingers.
All right, so at this
Fools.
point, everything's kind of stopped. There's no threat of the polar bear. Doug has landed kind of a good distance away from the giants, who are still they're not paying attention to anything. They're still just trying to just with as much strength as they can pull the drill down, and it's getting pretty close. So at this point, there's no more altercation happening. So, and you can, if you want, you can be Joe. Or
I'll just watch. This is fun.
okay. Okay, so what do you guys want to do at this point?
Go down and
Where's Santa?
Santa Claus, you fool!
So he landed next to the trucks, which is 20-ish feet away from or what was left of the trucks. He blew up the trucks as well. But so he landed next to the blown up trucks, and the
do we
giants are
know
still trying to
it's
pull them.
what's his face?
Yeah, at this point
Doug?
you've all made the connection that Doug is Santa Claus.
Doug, you son of a biatch.
And he says, "Ho, I'm sorry that I surprised you that way, but good thing I came. Better late than never, right?"
Don't ever
Ew.
change my gun back into a doll ever again.
He laughs and goes, "Ha ha ha," and your gun changes into a doll.
Do you not see this thing that David is blown into smithereens?
Yeah.
He looks over and says, "Oh, I hope you found happiness in his last moments."
I hope you keep your promise about the gifts for his children.
Next thing you know, Santa Claus looks over and throws a bomb right at you.
Oh. Am I dead?
I'm gonna say, is this acrobatics or is this?
You grab him and
Fighting.
throw it back.
That's up to you.
Hot potato.
Could be an acrobatics check.
I'm gonna say.
Why does Santa hate me?
I'm gonna say an acrobatics check. How would you do that?
Does
Is it just
Santa
her
hate me?
versus?
It would be a challenge level, probably the easiest thing to do.
All right, let's just do that. All right, I'm gonna say it's a challenge because he's so close and because you were unexpecting it. I'm gonna say it's a challenge level 4 to dodge.
So
TPK.
so what?
Santa Claus killed the whole party. Total party kill.
He's really he's Krampus actually. So 2, and then athletics.
Wait, what are
Acrobatics.
you rolling for?
It'll just be. So it's just
Base of 3, whatever you have in reflex,
and then the reflex.
and whatever you have in acrobatics.
So that
So
would just
3.
be 3.
You can use Destiny Point.
You have 2 destiny points,
It's challenge level 4. Good luck.
so you could use both destiny points, and if all 3 get it, then you technically.
Can I
Yeah.
roll it first
Use
and
them.
then say destiny points?
So Destiny Points add wins, or you can give it yourself advantage so you can get a 3.
And
So,
count that as a point.
yeah.
But for it to work, she would have to use both of points, right?
Yes. Theoretically.
So you have to get all 3 dice have to get above 4 or above, and you have to use both destiny points.
Because you said challenge level 4, though.
Yeah.
You just have to hit it, challenge level 4.
Oh, okay. So you just never mind. So you could use 1 to get it, and then 1 to make a dice a 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Using 1 Destiny Point for advantage.
1, 2,
3.
4.
wait.
No, you have 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Because you
Oh.
used 1 for advantage.
And
And,
then
3s count
4.
as a hit. And so you use another Destiny Point, and you got 4. You did it.
Yay!
All right. So you dodge, and as you're dodging, Santa is already throwing bombs at everybody else.
Why the hell are you doing that?
Okay. So you're on the ground. So I'm gonna say that it's a challenge level, but he's kind of far away. So challenge level 4. You're pretty far away, so I'm gonna say challenge level 3.
Can I use
I'm
my
gonna get in the air though.
my
right?
explosives
Yeah, but it's,
expertise to defuse the bombs?
They're Santa Claus bombs, so they're not real bombs. They're like
They're little monkeys
Are you Krampus?
clapping.
Why are you trying to kill us?
Zombie bombs.
All right. So what kind of check was it again?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Challenge level 4.
Okay, I'm hosed. By the way.
I already was host. It's okay.
At this point, I will say, at this point, you guys see that the stubs that were coming out of the boots have started growing, like flesh has started growing back on.
For me?
What? That's
Oh no, he's growing back, but
He's
as an elf.
goofy-footed.
That's how he makes elves.
That's
Plot
neat.
twist.
It
Okay,
is.
here we go. Do I have to declare that I'm using destiny points now?
Yeah.
Or-
If you want to use your Destiny Points for advantage, you do. But you can use the ones after to get hits.
I
Okay,
got
I'm
back
using
on
my
my
destiny
rapier.
point for advantage.
You never got off, did you?
Oh no, I didn't.
Santa Claus. can take
And
control.
there's no point. I lose.
Wait, what?
He got 2.
Yeah, you do die.
Alright, you blows up, and all that's left is some bones.
Zero back?
Alright.
Here you go, Nate. What's your acrobatics check?
I don't know.
And also you notice that some of the giants who took like the heaviest hits are getting smaller and starting to shrink.
How
What
many
is
do I roll?
happening?
Don't know.
5.
That would be correct. So roll
I
5
think
dice.
we're getting turned into elves.
That's correct.
Hells no. He's like, yeah.
He nods. I can't be an elf.
I can't be.
I'm a billionaire playboy philanthropist. Got the woman to do.
1, 2, 3.
Use a Destiny Point.
Oh, I'll use a destiny.
Does he have to get?
Oh,
4?
wait, use
no,
it.
his was 3 because
Yeah.
he was farther away.
You did it.
Oh, I'm gonna say my
Okay, so at this point he like laughs and the Santa Claus laughs and says, "Oh, you guys are hard to hit," and starts charging up for another bomb.
I fly away.
Okay, so you're fleeing.
Yeah.
What are
I'm
you gonna
fleeing.
do?
Wait, no. Ooh, I have my tranquilizer gun, right?
Yeah.
Can I shoot him?
Shoot your reindeer.
Oh
That's a really bad destiny.
Swerve.
no!
I immediately regret my decision.
Pin it.
Boon it.
He said, don't call his sister-in-law for no benefit.
Yeah.
I attempt to shoot him with my tranquilizer.
All right, and then what are you gonna do?
I'm fleeing.
Okay.
Chicken.
All right, I'm gonna say
You
because
may take our lands, but you'll never take my body.
No, I flee with my doll. I flee with my doll so it can become a gun again.
Be a gun. Be a
Come
gun.
on!
I'm gonna
It's like
say
sitting there like,
that because you're fleeing and you're like going away, I'm gonna say it's a challenge level 3 for Mr. Santa Claus to hit you.
Me?
Even with this magic.
1, 2, 3.
Definitely hits.
All right, you get blowed up, and there are just some bones on the ground.
falls from the sky.
And the
Did,
reindeer.
did the reindeer blow up too?
The reindeer is impervious to the damage of this dough.
Oh, so you fell down and your reindeer is like, sup?
Follow law.
At this
why?
point, you notice that his bones are starting to grow back like flesh. And all the bones are starting, like, it's all starting to get closer than it was, though. Like, you can tell it's shrinking. And one of the giants has become the size of, like, a normal person at this point.
What the frick is
So
happening?
everyone's becoming out.
What are you gonna do?
I just.
Oh,
fly
you're
away.
fleeing.
I
You were
fly
pretty
away.
far away, so I'm going to say...
Yeah.
Well,
Challenge level 2 to get
wasn't he
away.
shooting?
Yeah, he was gonna
his
shoot a
tranquilizer?
tranquilizer gun.
Oh, that's right.
Shoot! I used my destiny point. Take back that and fly
I
away.
don't think that's what Destiny points for.
Probably not. You
That's
should
not how
definitely
the force
just
works.
shoot it.
Just do it. Just
Dude,
send
just
it.
shoot him.
Shoot! As everyone's becoming an elf.
Yeah, shoot him. Shoot
I'm
him
going
with
to
a
say
tranquil.
this is...
Shoot him with a mild moose
Do
tranquilizer.
you have any thing... What's it called?
Aim throw?
No. What's it called? Like, any actual stuff?
Like,
I'm a gambler.
proficiency.
Like, do you have
Climber.
proficiencies or vocations for aim, like shooting or like tranquilizers or anything like that?
Nope.
No.
So you basically get 5 dice.
Yep.
Congratulations.
I have 6.
What? For aim?
Yeah.
So you can assist with an aim
Can I
throw.
not have dodged it?
So that's...
No,
But
you
that can
could've.
go bad
Then
though.
why
Yeah.
didn't you let me
If
dodge
I
it?
get a-
It
Dude,
wasn't based off of his roll.
we
that
got
was
blown
'cause
up,
you were
just do
fleeing.
it.
How much is it? Like,
But I
how
couldn't have
many?
dodged that.
What's the challenge level?
Oh.
The dodge would have been if you would have, like if I would have only gotten 2, then that would have been like your dodge.
What's the
Oh.
challenge level?
Yeah, what's the challenge level?
Challenge.
To hit Santa with the tranquilizer drop.
I'm gonna-
Dude, you gotta do it. You gotta do it.
Full
Challenge
send.
Send
level
it,
3 for an
send
assist.
I'm just gonna do 5.
Yeah. Challenge level 3 for an assist.
Do it, do it, do it, do
I have
it,
my
do it.
destiny point. Wait.
Yeah, you have your destiny point.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'll just take both of my destiny points and add it.
No,
You
you
only have one.
You only have
Gunnar
one
froze.
because you had to use one.
I'm gonna
Dude,
use
do your
five.
assist. Do it.
No, I'm not doing my
Chicken
assist.
chop.
That's so stupid.
Gunnar, you're froze.
My phone died.
I'm gonna
Oh.
add a point with my destiny point, and then I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
So I just need to get 3.
Would you go?
Pretty good destiny.
1.
Dang it!
So I'm just gonna
He's
say,
like-
because of everything that's going on, you're just so like shooken up and like freaking out that like your hands like super shaky, and you shoot and you hit one of the giants in the eye, and it just goes. Oh!
Gamblers never win in the end.
The house always wins.
The house always wins. Please hit him with a bomb.
I'm going to
As
hit
he
with
gets
the
hit
bomb.
with a bomb, the house always wins.
1, 2, 3, 4,
No!
Oh, yeah,
5, 6.
definitely you can obliterate
Dang
it.
it,
Dude, Nate, you gotta say it.
The house.
The house always wins.
Boosh. So we've all been blown up.
Dang it!
Alright, so at this
I
point,
should have just flown away.
all of you, including the giants, have now been turned into elves. You live out the rest of your days making toys for Santa Claus, and every now and then you notice that a couple new elves get added to the entire floor management of the toy shop. That is the end.
Dang, that was depressing.
So you're evil.
Wait. I gotta add a part. So,
And I'm gonna wait before I'm gonna see if I can beat you to it.
yeah.
You spend the rest of your elf days making Game Boy games.
No. So I have a mundane job, but you're going along the way, and occasionally when Santa's not looking, I pull out a blue Game Boy.
The one thing that didn't get disintegrated.
Yeah, for some reason it was still there.
That
Things
Game Boy has like 50 destiny points.
Yeah. Used them all.
I should have just flew away.
Santa's
Oh.
evil.
Good job, the gunner.
What a story.
Very interesting.
Beautiful.
Freaking Doug.
That was very
He's just
good.
tricking people to come make toys for him.
Although, I'm not quite sure how our heroes could have come out on top.
I agree.
The only way that you could have won is if you fled when the giants showed up, because nobody would have been able to catch you, or the other way is if you would have never met Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
How would we have not met Santa Claus?
So
Oh,
if
if
you
we didn't go to the
If
door.
if you wouldn't have pinned it and fallen into the pit and gotten past the cracks, then you wouldn't have met Santa Claus. You probably would have had an altercation with the giants, but at that point you wouldn't have had any help. So I would have just assumed you guys would have fled, and that would have just been the end of it.
But we got the more interesting story.
I will say that because Nate just had the most insane rolls for perception, you guys got like the most crazy like tree that could have happened in the story.
Really?
It felt like it.
Because there was a version where like if nobody would have rolled higher than a 3 for perception, you literally wouldn't have seen anything and everything would have gone smoothly, and it would have been like an hour game.
Really?
That's
Dang.
funny.
Wow.
Well, it most certainly did not go quite that smoothly. Man, David still would have been alive, playing on his Game Boy, going home to his
His wife
to
and
his lovely
kids.
wife.
Trying to figure out what happiness is.